On today's video, we will be talking about baby steps to becoming an alluring gentleman. If you are currently on your way to becoming an alluring gentleman, or you're looking for ideas on how to kickstart the journey, then this is the video for you. Because at the end of this video, you would have points on how to, in social places, how to communicate with people, your appearance, how to speak, and basically how to kickstart your journey to becoming an alluring gentleman. Hi, my name is Gideon, and I'm the creative head for Gideon Banks, a YouTube channel that focuses more on lifestyle and growth. I will start by defining the following terms. Alluring. To be alluring is to be very powerful and mysterious. An alluring man is someone or a man who is mysteriously fascinating. A gentleman is a man who is of good social position. Therefore, we can say that an alluring gentleman is one who is of good social position and is mysteriously fascinating. By having all these features, there is no way that you wouldn't be wanted in the society. There is no way that you wouldn't be able to walk and relate with the high society men. There is no way that you wouldn't be able to get what you want for yourself in life. Disclaimer, this video is solely for educative purposes only. The first step to becoming an alluring gentleman is elegance. Elegance can be defined as the quality of being stylish and graceful. It is totally wrong to attribute the qualities of elegance to ladies only. I find that to be very sexist and not appealing to the society, because I feel like all genders, irrespective of who you are, where you live, where you're from, you have every right to be elegant. The same way that you're watching this video and are looking for steps to becoming an elegant man is the same way that a young lady out there is basically searching on YouTube and looking for ways to level up, to be elegant, and to grow in her personal life. So I feel like elegance is an attribute that should walk with personal growth, and anybody who wants to grow should be able to say that they want to be elegant. Talking about being graceful, let us discuss social graces. Social graces can be defined as the ability to fit into the polite society and to exude gracious behaviors. We can also say that social graces is the ability to fit into polite society and behave properly with etiquette. These are very important terms that you should note. Alluring, gentleman, elegant. These terms help you to live gracefully in your everyday life. As a gentleman, you want to possess a lot of social graces, because in your workplace, there's something good that people would say about you. If you want to become a gentleman, people should not say very bad things about you. You know, your behaviors, the way you speak, the way you handle situations, the way you handle stress goes a long way to helping your journey and fastening it for you to becoming an alluring gentleman. Today I will be talking about etiquette because it's a very broad subject and requires a lot of education and preparation for. I wouldn't just want to drop a video that would not be educating to you, my viewers. So expect a video from me about etiquette. Examples of social graces include making proper introduction to people. Yes, when you find yourself in a social setting, say for instance a business meeting or an official duty, where you have to be with different groups of people. Say for instance, there's two of you who's just discussing about like what's happening, like the social event, and then there's more people who's joining the circle. You should be able to make a proper introduction of yourself to these new people before you start any conversation. Because I find it really awkward, and it is really awkward for you to just jump into conversations with people when they don't even have the slightest information about you. And when I mean the slightest information, I don't mean that you have to divulge a lot of information about yourself, but simple communication starters like, hi, my name is Gideon, I'm a lifestyle and YouTube influencer and also work full-time in hospitality. This goes a long way to setting the tone for your conversation. As an elegant man, you want to be the one to kickstart and lead every conversation. You want your points that are being made to be taken on by people you're discussing with. You want the people that you're discussing with to take you in high regards. So when you introduce yourself properly, like I said earlier, hi, my name is Gideon. I'm a YouTube and lifestyle influencer and also work full-time in hospitality. This sets the tone for the conversation. People are able to conversate and discuss about things that work around your field because you've been able to introduce yourself. As opposed to other people who are part of the conversation but not one soul in that conversation knows about them. Now you're able to lead this conversation. Now you're able to control where this conversation goes and where this conversation will not go to. The people you're talking to are able to think deep and, ask you questions relating to your field of work, your field of study, based off of how you have introduced yourself to them. Another example of social graces include listening and not disrupting during a conversation. An elegant man has very good listening abilities because by listening and looking people in the eye, it goes a long way to show that you're interested in this conversation that's going on and you're really ready to contribute to what the speaker is saying. It makes the speaker feel really welcome and always have you at the back of their mind. Now, if you find yourself in an elegant setting or in a high society where people are discussing about their achievements and discussing about their milestones covered and discussing about the work that they do and discussing about business opportunities, this gives you a head start for you to know if you actually do belong there. Now, when you listen to people, people would feel free and are able to share their problems. A rich businessman or the leader of a corporation in a conversation would mostly talk about the problems they have faced when they are comfortable talking to you. Let us fast forward the whole conversation to where the elegant man starts to say that my business is quite successful, but I need men who see my vision and want to drive it. You, as a man who is trying to kickstart your journey into the high society world, you need opportunities. So by listening to great people have conversations, it somehow just finds a way to help you to get into the circle and sit on the table with this man. And luckily you're able to offer one of the services that this man is looking for to get a job. And that's how you start your elegance journey. Another very good example of social graces is using very good and appropriate table manners. You need to know how to behave when you're in a dining setting. Know when to talk, know when to raise your glass, know how to place your cutlery when you're done eating, things to do and things not to do when in a dinner setting. Take for example, you're in a business dinner and you're on your phone answering text messages. That is very impolite and would make people in the setting look down on you. To be quite honest, if I invite you for dinner with me, throughout you're pressing your phone when we're supposed to be eating and having great conversations, I will not invite you to such setting anymore. I would not even find myself in a tacky setting. So to be quite honest, your first impression really lasts long. You do not want to be caught wanting in such a setting. It is fine to bring out your phone and want to make videos when you're with people because memories are like things that should be kept and things that should be created. But when you make memories, when you're creating videos and photos in a social setting, you do not have to post them immediately on your social media because it distracts you while you're trying to turn on your data. More messages might pop in and you might be really interested to respond to them, and by doing so you cut out short on what's going on the table where you're sitting. So you need to learn good table manners if you are on your journey to becoming a desirable man. Maintaining good cell phone etiquette. Sometimes you have to take a business call because these are the things that keep our daily lives going. But if you're with people, you should be able to take permission to pick a call. And if the call is really not that important, if the call is not really something that you should be taking at that point, it's okay to take an excuse for 1 minute and say, excuse me, I'd like to take a call for 1 minute. Then you go to the phone and talk to the caller and tell them that you're in a setting now, but they can drop a text and you would respond to them shortly. You do not have to leave a conversation that's really beneficial to your growth for too long, because it's awkward when you come back from a 5 minutes call and try to start catching up, and it makes you look confused and make you look like the odd one in the crowd. There are a whole lot of many other things that you need to know about social graces, and I feel like this helps applying social graces to your everyday life helps you to grow as a gentleman. I will be talking about appearance. Your appearance goes a long way to determining the kind of places that you will go to, the kind of people that will be friends with you, your general outlook basically on social media, and how people will definitely respond to you. So appearance is one key thing that as an alluring gentleman you should always put to practice, and I mean good appearances. A stylish man keeps his wardrobe organized. Everything down to your stockings has a place, and a stylish man would imbibe the culture of less is more. To stand out, all you need to do is know what to do, what to wear, and match your costumes with like events that you're going to. Do not wear too many colors at once. It tends to look very rowdy, and you don't want people to have issues trying to identify you in a social setting. You have to be neat always. You always have to wear neat clothes, because I would not be comfortable sitting or standing next to somebody who's oozing of bad body odor. By saying less is more, you don't have to spray yourself and bath in your body spray. You just do a couple of sprays here and there, and then it just keeps you going. I mean, it's okay for you to spray on your clothes, spray on your hand, and spray on your neck, because most of the day you're hugging people, you're shaking people, and you're walking past people. This makes sure that people know that you're a well-groomed man and you do not have a bad odor. As an alluring gentleman wanting to become very desirable by people, you always have to match your outfits with events. If you're going for a business dinner, you should know what to wear. If you're going to church, you should know what to wear. If you're going to a party, you should know what to wear. There is more to life than your jeans, trousers, and your polo shirt. That sounds really funny, because a lot of people think that when they wear their polo and their jean trousers, they're good to go. No, no, no. This makes you stand out and make people want to even start conversations with you. I mean, I was looking really nice to an event at the embassy. It was a business group for a particular country. I don't know, can't remember what event that was. But on getting there, it was very easy for me to start conversations, because one, I was smelling nice. I had a very nice, cute smile on my face, and I looked really good. And then people were able to walk up to me and say, "What are you wearing? I like this outfit." And then from there, I'm able to say, "Oh, I work in hospitality, and I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to meet people who are interested to invest in my ideas." And the rest is history. Like, this really helped me a lot in my career, growing to become an alluring gentleman. Finally, you should have a clean haircut and never look unkempt. Trim your beards, have a nice haircut. If you are on dreadlocks like me, you always have to relock your hair, moisturize it, and give it a steady sheen, because people would rate you based off of how you look. So my question for today is, as a stylish man, what would be your go-to look to a business casual dinner or a casual business dinner? For me, I would wear a pair of pants, a nice espadrille, and a neatly ironed t-shirt. That would be my go-to look to a casual business dinner. I'm looking forward to see what you will wear. Maybe I'll be able to imbibe that culture and look nice to my next outing. So drop a comment below letting me know what your go-to look is to a casual business dinner. If you're just joining us, I've been talking about ways to becoming an alluring gentleman. I talked about elegance, I talked about social graces, I talked about appearance, and a host of many other things. If this is the first time you're coming across my YouTube channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like my videos, turn on the alarm to get notified when I make the next video. And of course, do drop a comment, because these ideas that I get help me to curate content for future times. So back to the video of today. The next step to becoming an alluring gentleman is to be mysterious. To be mysterious is for people not to be able to quantify you. Because when people are able to access you and are able to know what you would do in every situation, it brings you to a point where people don't want you in their space anymore. Because people feel like they already know a lot of things about you. They know how you would attend to things, they know how you would talk, they know how you would dress, they know that when they call you, you show up, they know that you don't have anything going on for yourself. So for you to become a very desirable man in this high society, you have to be very mysterious. And by mysterious, I don't mean that you have to be cunning. I don't mean that you have to be bad. I don't mean that you have to do bad things. I just mean that you need to cut off all access and not being able to be reached easily, and people not being able to say that this is who you are and this is what you will do in any situation. When people are able to make conclusions about you on how you would act in a particular situation, it makes you less desirable. I mean, if you have a friend, for instance, and you're looking for people to take for a business meeting, and then you know that you have two people in mind, but the first person is somebody who's very casual, who doesn't think before they talk, who's not about growth, who is not determined to be successful, and the next person is somebody who pays attention to details, who's quite smart, who's well read. He will choose the latter over the first person, because you know that in this conversation you're trying to get a business deal, you're trying to get a funder, you're trying to get an investor to your business. You choose the second person because you know that they will drop ideas, they will say things that will make the investor believe that you have friends that will help you nurture and grow your business. There is a popular saying that says, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Who you are. It is a good thing, because if you're looking to level up as a man, you need to be desirable by people. You need to be personable. People have to feel that they can talk to you and tell you certain things, and be certain that what they tell you is safe with you, and expect that you're going to give them a nice feedback and that they will grow with it. In your journey to becoming a desirable man, you have to be mysterious, and that's period, and that's period, and that's period. Been buttressing on the point mysterious for a very long time, and I know you already have questions. So now I'm going to be talking about how you can be mysterious. The first thing is by not being too available. When you're available to people, it shows that you don't have a lot of things going on in your life. And this is really bad, because people will not be expecting you at anywhere where they go. Imagine you get to a dinner and you see somebody who's always everywhere on social media, at parties, at the clubhouses, and you're like, is this the kind of people that are here? So like, you don't want people to, have that side when they see you. So for you to avoid this, it's better for you to start your business, work on something that you've been thinking of, open a shop, start going to work every day. By this, when people call you to come out to places that are not so your type of places, you tell them that I'm not available, I'm busy. You don't take every call that comes to your phone, because you already know what they want to ask you or what they're coming to tell you. So at this point, people start to see that you're unavailable and that you have a lot of things going on in your life. You have to reduce the rate at which you patronize misconduct, because you don't want to be at a meeting or a gathering of executives and your misconduct is the discussion of the day. This will make people look down on you, and trust me, this is bad for your leveling up journey. It is very hard, but decline invitations to places that do not go in line with where you want to get to in life. This is very hard because your best friends and people that you spend time with growing up, I want you to come to places. But before you accept any invites, you have to look at your life's goal. You have to look at the plan for the year. You have to ask yourself, is this where I want to go? Are these the kind of people that I want to relate with? What kind of people will be at this setting? And then this makes you to, come up with a decision if take the invite or not take the invite. This really makes people feel that there's a lot going on for you and that you're busy and that you've become influential. Like I said earlier, do things like writing, opening your business, going to nature parks, going to places, having a spa day. These are activities that make you relax and know what you want to do next, and actually guides your course in your life's journey. You don't have to be with people every time. You don't have to be a people's person to be an alluring gentleman. Because when you're with people, you don't have the time to think and you don't have the time to develop on yourself. Now, the last point that I will be talking about and how to be mysterious is your social media. Except that you make money off of social media and you have to make up appearances, you do not have to post every time. People do not have to see what's going on in your life. An alluring gentleman or an high society man would rather show people results rather than carrying people along with the process. It feels really good to come up with results and people are asking you questions like, how are you able to do this? And then you sit down and you're answering questions. This makes you more desirable and makes people want to have you around them. Now at this point, you have a lot coming to you and you're able to choose where you want to be and where you want to go. Like I said earlier, when you are at social gatherings, you do not have to post on your social media immediately. People know that it's normal for everybody to create content and create memories. When you make videos and post, you don't have to post them immediately. What I do when I go out with my friends or I go out with people, I just make my content, and then when I get home, I dedicate like 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes to edit my photos or my videos, or if they are content for YouTube, I take out time to edit them, take out errors, and then I post my content. This makes people believe that you're very much present, and will make people want to invite you to other gatherings. And by doing this, you're on your way to becoming an elegant man, very desirable to people. Knowledge is power. The more people know what's going on with you, the more people know your prowess, the more people know how far you're growing, the more they're able to, say things that would hurt you, the more they're able to control your feelings, and the more that they are able to get you angry and say awful things to you. So do not give people power over you by posting everything that happens in your life on social media. Avoid, see, finish. Avoid, see, finish. Yes. Avoid, see, finish. Always live a private life and avoid ranting on social media. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who is looking at you and looking forward to reaching out to you to help them in their business, in their growth journey, and you don't know who is waiting to bring to you a financial contract or a business that will help you grow financially. But if you come on social media every time and rant with your captions or make videos and say awful things and always go on and on and on complaining about life, this pursues elegant people away from you. And trust me, for you to grow to be an elegant man, social circle has to involve elegant people. And these people would not like such a thing. So before you make a post on social media after watching this video now, I want you to think about it. How would the elegant society react to this post? Would this help the young man who's trying to grow in his career, in his life, who's trying to see the good things in life? The place where you want to be is take you a step further to where you want to be in life. If the response to these questions all come out as no, then delete that post, delete that media from your phone. Because you can post something on social media and delete it, but the websites, the World Wide Web, never goes down. People are able to see what you posted 10 to 15 years ago. So be careful of what you put out on social media. It goes a long way to make you. Do not engage hatred comments, because trust me, the first steps to people pulling you down is by dropping hate comments on your post. They want to see how vulgar you can get. So when people drop hate comments on your post, do not give off any energy to it. Do not even attend to it. Let them keep on talking, and when they're tired, they will stop talking. Earlier in my life, I used to respond to hatred comments, and then when I sat down and I looked at it, it was really bad because people thought I was a very violent person. So learn not to give response or give attention to hatred comments. All you have to do is see the good comments and respond to them and help people to grow just like how you're trying to grow. We have come to the end of today's video. If you like this content and feel like I should make more of this content, please hit the like button, drop a comment and tell me stuff that bothers you and you'd like to talk about. Young men in the society have conformed into not speaking out and talking about their problems. But you're welcome to this safe space. Here I will talk about issues that affect the young man. Please subscribe to my channel, and till I make the next video, I remain myself, Gideon Banks.